Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Enigmatic Entertainment back again with another video. Now first off, I know it's been a while. I haven't posted any videos, of myself, speaking to you guys and new content like that in a while. I'm sure it's been like a few months already now, unfortunately. Things do happen, life happens, ish happens. It's like, medically, personally, financially, so on and so forth. You get the idea. I have posted some clips, footage of other things to keep you guys entertained a little bit at least. But, I managed to find some time to record this. So, here we go. I'm sure you could probably guess, but based on the title and whatnot, but I'm going to be speaking a little bit about COVID-19, aka the coronavirus, aka COV2, aka SARS, and the global pandemic, the outbreak, whatever other names that they call it and what it goes by, abbreviations, so on and so forth. Um, but basically, this is a situation that none of us, I'm sure, want to be in. First off, let me start by saying I hope all of you are doing well when you are watching and or listening to this, and I hope that I find you in good health. Um, I was sick recently. Actually, that's another reason I was not too involved in putting out content and whatnot. It wasn't a long time, but I was very, very sick. I had a temperature like 103. My throat, I could not eat, drink, swallow, talk. I'd lose my voice. It kind of sucked for a little while. It got better though, and and other stuff happened and whatnot. Been busy doing other things, health wise, and that's what it is. So basically COVID-19. Now, for those of you that are not new to the channel, of course, I don't really talk about current events usually. I typically stick to topics that people recommend me or just my own things that I prefer to talk about, like my hobbies and interests, and because that's the stuff I can really give the most detail and the most honest and detailed expression and most passion into. But a situation like this, I felt like since it's been a while since I posted in general, and this is something that's very current for all of us, along with the fact that we do all need something to keep us busy, you know, and I want to spread positivity as well as truth. I think there's too much false information being spread and lies and things of that nature, and too many alarmists, and then also on the counterbalance, too many people not taking it seriously. I want to give some kind of middle ground to where we can be a little more even keeled and rational and logical with our expressions and thoughts and opinions and actions. So, first off, I'm sure you all know already COVID-19, coronavirus. Um, well, rewind. Let me just start off by saying I'm sure it's obvious, but I'm not a medical professional or a virologist or anything like that. This is all based off things that is readily and openly available to everyone, whether it's on the news, the internet, radio, so on and so forth. And I'm just giving what I've heard and seen and my opinions on these facts and my opinions on the situation as a whole. So you take what you will from it, but if there is any situation you feel unwell and sick, please do see a doctor, a medical professional, a hospital, the emergency room. Please do seek help because this is not a medical video whatsoever. This is discussing a current event that is affecting all of us to varying degrees. Now, that being said, moving forward, COVID-19 is a situation that some take too seriously, some take too lightly. Once again, like I said, trying to find a balance. It's been compared to influenza, the flu, um, and it is also basically a different strain of what's the word? This is called CoV-2 sometimes. So this is a different strain of CoV-1, which is coronavirus. There's different names for it. We're not experts on that, but if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, there's a lot that goes into it. Um, but this is similar to the SARS outbreak from '03. Some of you might be too young to remember it, and some of you might not have been really affected by it because it didn't really hit your region too hard. I do remember it. I was in middle school at the time. This because this was about 17 years ago. I was about 11 years old, and mm, there was the hand sanitizer, wash your hands, alcohol, don't touch this, clean the classrooms, clean the desks, so on and so forth, that kind of stuff. But school was not closed or anything like that. Businesses were not closing like this, at least to the best of my knowledge and in my region. Now, some areas might have been impacted worse, and that happens unfortunately. But once again, this is based off of my experience and my opinion. So it's a matter of coming together, guys. We really got to come together, and you know what I'm talking about in a few minutes. So this pretty much started in China. Wuhan, I believe, is a city. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it spread due to people, of course, traveling. You know, buses, planes, trains, and so on and so forth. They got to every country now. It's an international thing, a pandemic, so to speak. It hit China pretty hard, and it's not a fun situation at all, guys. I know I'm like a little late, I guess, to speak about it, and I know some of this information, of course, has been out for weeks and months now. And once again, I was in the midst of a few different things, and I really wish I really would have gotten this out sooner. But it is what it is. Better late than never, as they say. Now, it spread from Wuhan, and two other countries that were hit the worst were the United States, which is where I'm at, and Italy. And apparently, they say it originated from someone eating a bat, and then the virus spread and spread and spread, and it spreads from contact and coughing on people and you know all that stuff. So one of the things that they implemented more recently, especially, is social distancing, which I've never really heard of this term before. I don't know if they just made it up. Sounds like some kind of Twitter term, honestly. But basically, keep your distance. 6 feet. And that's a bit of a distance. I'm not even 6 feet tall. Um, you know, you go into supermarkets, at least around here, there's signs on the windows, keep 6 feet away, we're closing early. They're limiting the amount of items you can buy, like paper products, meat, certain other products that might be scarce and highly sought after. Paper towels, tissues, toilet paper, chicken, beef, pork, so on and so forth. Um, Certain other things that are hard to find or in need at this time and a necessity. Alcohol, things like that. Soaps, which sucks, but it's unfortunately a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, so to speak, due to all of the hoarders. And let me speak on the hoarders for a second. Guys, don't do that. That is a knee-jerk reaction itself to the announcement of the pandemic. We are a society. We are not an individual. Now, obviously, yes, you, we're individual people, but we only function like we do, which is not always the best, but we function like we do because we are a society. Now, I cannot go into the store and buy all of the chicken. Like, let's be completely honest with ourselves. That is not right. That's not fair. That is not just by any means. We have family, we have friends, we have neighbors, we have classmates, coworkers. Other people need this stuff as well. There should be no reason for someone to go in and buy 15 packs of toilet paper, paper towels, paper plastic cups, packs of chicken. I get it. You're panicked. You're concerned that the supermarket might be closed for a while. They might run out of stock, and you might run out for yourself, and you might have. Okay, but still, if everyone does that, we run out, and then we have to deal with food shortages, and food being so scarce, and water being so scarce, and everything being a scarcity. Now, I know we have needs and wants and things of that nature. I understand. And I know it might be ironic coming from someone like me who is a bit of a person who has high anxiety, especially social anxiety in particular. And it's hard enough already for me to go out into supermarkets and go here and go shopping and whatnot when other people now are panicking. And I'm trying to remain calm and whatnot. And I'm sure there's plenty other people like me. Now, that's enough about the hoarders. Okay. Another problem that I've seen is the spread of false information, conspiracy theories, lies, negativity, and hate, xenophobia, racism. First off, all these conspiracy theories. People talking about it's karma, the planet is punishing us because of pollution. Now, that might be a metaphor. People might not mean that literally, and I understand. I am not for pollution by any means. I believe that these corporations should be held to the fire, held their feet to the fire, make them pay, literally, for all the pollution that they've caused and all the species that have gone extinct. I firmly believe that very strongly. I'm very passionate about that. I am not an animal person or anything like that. I'm not some hippie or whatever you want to call it, but I do not believe in harming others, especially to this extent, just to make a quick buck. That is not the way I live my life. Anyone that knows me can tell you that quite simply. Another conspiracy theory. Oh, it's biological warfare and, China, United States, and this and that. I I don't know what to say about that exactly. I don't really. I'm not even going to speak in the depth on these conspiracy theories because I'm not one of those people in the know to really know what goes beyond behind the scenes with our governments or other countries' governments like that. In my opinion, there are people out there that are profiting off this, literally, like they're making hand over fist boatloads of cash. Does it have something to do with it? Are they correlated, or is it just a coincidence? That is not something that I know for a fact. But we all have common sense. We all have logic. We all have a brain, and we can use it, and we can theorize all we want. But ultimately, that is not really going to help us get through this. All these people on Twitter, YouTube comments here and there, posting stuff like this and saying all this negative stuff and hating on people leads me to the xenophobia and racism and things of that nature. Now, we need to stop that. Yes, it did start in China. That does not mean that all Chinese people, or by extension Asian people, are the root of the problem. This is very Nazi-like behavior. And we know where that led. I don't believe that assaulting Chinese people verbally or physically, once again, is going to help us in this situation. And also, I don't believe that the reverse should be done either. I don't, if it was the Spanish flu, I don't believe that it should be done. Ebola, AIDS, any disease, illness that originated in one country, I don't believe that we should automatically hate that ethnicity. Diseases that start in Africa, by no means should you hate African Americans or Africans in general. The xenophobia, the racism, the hatred has to stop. That once again is not pushing and propelling us further into a more positive, hopeful, and successful group of people. Now, also, the news. Take it with a grain of salt sometimes. Where these cases Are the numbers inflated? Sometimes I feel they are inflated. Is it done for a purpose of trying to profit by being an alarmist? I believe that is entirely possible. I would not count that out. Is it just a coincidence? Is it just an accident? And is it just, you know, not intentional? That is entirely possible as well. Once again, these are just opinions. I'm just pointing out the possibilities. I'm not here to sway you to one way or another. But if you believe me, then you believe me. It is what it is. Um, I do believe that some of the numbers are inflated because this is once again similar to the flu. That the symptoms, dry cough, fever, you know, sometimes respiratory problems, difficulty breathing, and things of that nature, which are flu symptoms sometimes. And we have to just be wary and be careful. Quarantine, stay home. You don't have to go out every 5 minutes. You don't have to be in a whole group of people. I go out, I go to the supermarket, um, get what I need, come home. It it is the situation. Now, of course, it's easier for me to say, being as I was not someone that was ever really in the mix like that, anyways. So I understand for some people they want to, but do not put your health or people around you health at risk. That is ignorant and that is wrong. Do not take unnecessary risk all the time just because you can. You're not only endangering yourselves, but you're endangering other people. Diseases are infectious for a reason. They pass from one person to another, sometimes quite easily, in fact, unfortunately. When one of us in the house had the flu, all four of us had the flu. That is how it goes, most of the time. Sometimes you can avoid it depending on how good you are at keeping clean and things of that nature, but still. Um, my area in particular, based on the numbers, is one of the highest in the country. My state, what, second or third highest amount of cases, and deaths. It's quite unfortunate. I spend a lot of time indoors, but I've always done that really. So just doing it a little bit more now than I used to. Some people are having a problem with it, some aren't. Some people are going a little bit too paranoid and overboard, and some people are not caring one bit. I'm sure you've seen some headlines about people having parties still and get-togethers, groups, weddings, so on and so forth. Put it on pause, guys. Put it on pause. Stay with your loved ones. Stay with your wife, your husband, your significant other, your family, your roommates, your best friends, whoever it is that you live with. Um, I understand that the financial aspect is also a problem. We are in a state of economic downturn. Stock market going down, not good. It will go back up again though, guys. It always does. It will rise again. Maybe take this time to learn more about it and try to get into it. Maybe even if you like. I know a lot of people are losing their jobs. That's very unfortunate. Some people are deemed essential and still have to go to work. That is crazy, especially depending on your area. If you're at a high risk area or you are at a high risk because of your own conditions, such as myself, then you might not want to go to work. That's completely understandable. We don't want to endanger our siblings, friends, family, elderly. You know, this affects people with like diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disease, and things of that nature the most. So if you're high risk, especially stay home more. Can't blame you for that. Try to avoid traveling too much if you can help it. That probably goes without saying, but you know, you never know. Something that I would say is to try to be a little bit more productive and more positive, if at all possible. I want to use this opportunity to try to get through more games that I have not finished yet. I want to speak to you guys more, put out more content, maybe think of some new ideas. Um, I've also been trying to, you know, sell off some of my collection of games that I have because I know that people need games. Some stores are closed entirely. They can't get them from the stores. They want to get them from people. And it's probably cheaper usually to get it used from a person rather than to get it from a retail store. That's fine too. Um, make new friends like online, get into online gaming. If you're not a fan of it already, try it out. Learn a new hobby, a craft. Um, take some time to, write, exercise, eat better. Whatever it is that you have a natural affinity for, go for it. Like I said, I want to try to put out more videos such as this, and I've been reaching out to people, and some people have not been reaching back. It's been days, weeks, months. I have not heard from some people. In the midst of this outbreak, it is a little bit anxiety inducing, unfortunately. Some of those people might watch this video actually, and hopefully, and if that's the case, guys, you have my number, my email address, my channel. Leave a comment, call me, or text me, or message me on PlayStation, Xbox, um, so on and so forth. You know where I'm at. And hope you guys are all doing well, of course. And really, it's just be safe, guys. You know, I don't want to be an alarmist, but I also don't want to make it seem like this is no big deal either. We don't know what the facts are entirely. We don't know what is a lie and what is the truth all of the time. We just have to do the best we can to keep ourselves safe. If you don't feel good, stay home. If you need help, reach out to someone that you have a loved one close to you to the best of your ability. See your doctor, see the hospital if things take a turn for the worse. Stay up, try to eat better, try to stay, exercising, get your mind right, get your body right, stay focused. I don't want this to sound like some kind of platitude or anything like that. I genuinely do mean this. I am trying to be less anxious and concerned myself for my own self and my family and loved ones. It is not easy by any means, but I am trying to the best of my ability. Reaching out to people and doing things like this takes my mind off it and helps me, and I hope it helps you. Um, I am here. You can leave a comment. We can have a discussion in the comment section. You could reach out to me privately also if you want. That's fine too. Um, I'm open to communication. Of course, I have PlayStation, Xbox. You can see the Switch back there as well. Um, Discord, various apps. Google, all that. Um, you know, I am here. I hope everybody is doing good. I am going to try to record more videos, maybe a little bit, but not about this. I'm going to try to be. I do want to get this one out of the way. Maybe have some more positive things. Maybe discuss some video games, discuss some music, maybe anime. The stuff that I really do personally have a extreme passion in and thoroughly enjoy. I have ideas. Um, once again, sorry I didn't get anything out really lately. I know I bought this nice microphone and everything, and I've barely been using it. But yeah, I'll have another video out soon, shortly after this, probably discussing something entirely different. But once again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave them in the comment section below. I know I've been rambling on for like a while now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being you. Um, and I'm going to have to just, this probably goes without saying, but I know this financially, this is also hurting some people. Um, Especially those living check to check that don't qualify for unemployment or any kind of benefits from their workers. I do want to say this. For the stores that are making their people come into work and that are deemed essential but aren't really essential, I've heard some bad things about GameStop. Calling GameStop out right now. I've heard that they've been forcing the managers to open the stores despite what the state or city has been saying. That's not cool by any means. Don't respect that. Don't condone that. I'm very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that I still have a Power Rewards Pro membership. I barely have been buying anything from there lately, but I might even do it less now. And the next game I buy, I think I'll just bypass GameStop entirely. You guys need to explain yourselves and maybe give back to the community, do something right. But yeah, that's not cool. Don't try to deem yourself essential. Don't try to force people to come into work if they're not feeling good or anything like that. I hope that was all just blown out of proportion, exaggerated. but I don't like that stuff. I hear them losing their business license and things of that nature, and that's not cool. I know business is business, and it's rough financially, but we have to stick together. Whether you're a corporation or whether you're a freaking employee, so on and so forth, it is what it is. Money don't money does not take away your illness. It doesn't bring back your loved ones. It doesn't bring back your grandparents. It doesn't bring back your parents. It doesn't bring back anybody. Okay? But on a more positive note, I've gotten some emails about certain other businesses, which I will call them out as well, doing good for their employees and customers. Um, Shout out to Best Buy. I heard that they are paying their employees extra. I don't know how much. The email did not say. But still, and that they are considered volunteer. They do not have to come in, but if they do come in, they will be getting paid extra. That's good. Nobody should be penalized. Nobody should be fired because they did not show up to their job, especially if they're in the middle of an area like I am, which is one of the highest densely populated areas in the country with the most cases. Um, Also, I heard not Progressive, Geico, Allstate, a few other insurance companies and things of that nature have been giving back or giving a credit towards their customers for their auto insurance premiums and things of the nature. So shout out to you guys. And a few other companies that are giving back, whether they're donating masks and other PPE items and things of that nature, medical equipment, um, paying for child care or whatever funds that is necessary to keep so for people to keep providing for their families and loved ones. I'm very glad of that. That is positivity. That is sunshine on a cloudy day. That is a silver lining in all this. Um, and I don't know all of them, but shout out to all the other companies that are doing positive. That's good. All the celebrities that I've heard that are doing good. I'm really glad. Um, there's stimulus check coming soon, guys, for those in the United States. For those that are eligible, good job, or that's great. I don't think I am, but it is what it is. You know, Hopefully there'll be more stimulus funds and whatnot given or laws and whatnot passed soon to help the rest of us. You know, but either way, we're just gonna keep pushing. We're just gonna keep going forward, and we're gonna try to stay positive. So let's just try to keep that in mind. And once again, I know I rambled on a lot. I know my voice probably doesn't sound the best because I'm tired and a lot on my mind. My allergies are bothering me, things of that nature. I know, so on and so forth. So blah blah blah. Yeah, I get it. So yeah, I'm out. I know I've been spending a lot of time watching. I've been watching YouTube videos like all day rather than posting mine. Kind of feels like, geez, I'm doing it backwards. But thank you for everyone that is sticking by your loved ones, and thank you especially to everyone that I know that is sticking by me in this trying time, which is not many of you, to keep it quite real, but it is what it is. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Leave a comment in the comment section. And once again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, things of that nature, do not come with the negativity. Do not come with the BS. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Um, got more videos coming soon, probably. Bear with me. It's not that easy sometimes. If you have any suggestions or videos you'd like to see or stuff you'd like to hear me talk about, once again, I don't talk too much about current events. This is a special case. Um, and I don't usually talk about things, a certain topic for this long in a video, but once again, this is a special case. Thank you to all the people that made it to the end of the video to, really see what's going on. Obviously, this was not scripted by any means. This is just a topic that I've been wanting to talk about. Haven't really had many chances to due to, different circumstances and whatnot. Coming off the top of my dome like usual. I might have some more videos where it's a little more coherent, thought out, concise coming up soon. But like I said, this was a specific situation, a specific case and whatnot, and I'm sure you guys can all understand what I mean by that. So once again, thanks, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.